Sean and Bradney is coming up from the back. Please clap loudly for us. Thank you.
I usually write pretty positive poetry. This is not one of those. This was kind of inspired by my actual, almost lack of empathy with Anthony's set last week, in the sense that I haven't had as much experience for it. Just moved here, you know, that whole lonely thing of being in a new place. This poem doesn't really have a title. I wrote it on the train last Tuesday, so here we go. Well, what a surprise. Yeah, this is indeed a damn fine, exhilarating surprise. Again and alone, and my heart feels nothing but the greyness of the walls in the city that are void of all empathy. My face twitches with the coldness of scepticism, but I knew it would be freezing when I migrated down south. It's been 14 months since my body collided with one of the opposite sex in a mutual movement. My organs sting when I think of how they made such beautiful music. The next time I heard my ex's voice was when I called her to end things. My mind consumed by the high school certificate. I was 17. Now, since I've entered adulthood, I haven't yet tasted its main element, and I know that that's not good. But much more importantly than that, I have not since reached a deep soul collision that feels like a lifetime. Back home, where my heart lies, I've left so many people behind, but there is one in particular that haunts my mind. Each day, I think of how she stood out in a crowd of over 400 at my 18th doof. With her colourful clothing, beautiful body and skin, but it was the depth in her eyes that made my soul rise. The next time when we truly connected, it was in a filled room at a party. I showed some people my lyrics, and afterwards she held my hand and told me they were amazing and beautiful. I didn't have the courage to tell her that she had just described herself. We created a personal joke, and each time we bring it up in conversation, our laughter strikes beautiful chords. The day I left town, I embraced her, an incredible friend. I ran home so I could cry. I thought those tears would never stop. Which brings me here, waiting for a Melbourne dwelling angel to fill my soul and dive into the void. I cannot find war, and shiver so hard I'm surprised the tectonic plates are still in place. When I stare into mirrors, I admire my face, then ask what is wrong. Am I a creep or a psycho, a freak in a sideshow? Do I not speak smoothly? Do I not speak with the right flow? I grew up in a house with 3 women, no other men. And as much as I have a respect for them that will never end, I find it hard to flirt with women now, too scared of offending them. My father is no alpha male, and he helps women with relationship problems. A highly hereditary trait. I've helped 6 of my mates, half male, half female, meet fate in some of the closest relationships I've ever seen. When will it be my turn? Am I far too shy, or does it have something to do with the fact that I admit that I am not afraid to cry? The wetness of my tears can only be halted by the moisture of a lover's kiss. This is the antithesis of love poetry. I enjoy the language of romantic poets, but cannot read them. It hurts too much to realise I can't currently relate to them. Maybe I should trade in my poetic creativity to the devil in exchange and become a hot, egotistical, vain, superficial metrosexual. But that isn't me. I'm an honest man. I'm sorry that I'm not as strong as my confidence suggests. Some people find writing too weird and eccentric, many of whom I find it gorgeous. I cannot go on for much longer like this. I fear I may reach a point where I can no longer pass go. I care not for the $200, all I want is love, and it's true. Money can't buy love. And even if it could, it wouldn't be the right kind for me. I've gone south now, closer to Antarctica, and nothing could warm me more than the embrace of a female with an open mind and a free spirit. I'm shy when it comes to relationships, so please, if you feel you have a connection both externally and internally, please do not hesitate to caress my body and hold me. Because now, inside, I'm crying and screaming with painful, dark moments of awake, lucid nightmares. And my heart continues to decline, and I know the only way to stop this is to feel the embrace and kiss that stops time. Thank you.
I don't know if you caught the underlying theme of my reading last week, Sean, which is that all the attempts that I've made so far at love have ended in horrible flaming wreckage. But thank you so much, and do it again.